Interested in being a companion to a senior or helping an older adult with transportation to a doctor's appointment or the grocery store? These are just two of the opportunities available through Senior Services of Southeastern Virginia. Debbie Schwartz is eager to share more about how to give or receive help. And I had mentioned a little earlier that it's seniors helping seniors, which is true, but that's not at all. It's anybody.
It's anybody. It's anybody, and we welcome seniors as volunteers. Senior Services is a wonderful place for senior volunteers, but we also welcome people, adults of all ages. And at certain times of years, when we have a special event, we even have older teenagers jump in to help.
Oh, that's great.
Recently, we had our Art of Healthy Aging event, which you know, Jan, I've been on here 2 or 3 times talking about, but we couldn't have done it without the help of over 60 volunteers that were on site at the convention center 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
It was amazing, and they came from the corporate world, they came from local sororities, they came from civic groups, and just individuals. They were seniors, they were adults, and as I said, some young adults that even came in the office before to help us pack goodie bags. So it was wonderful. But during the year, we have a whole host of volunteer opportunities. Like any other nonprofit, Senior Services couldn't do what we do without the support of a lot of volunteers. We serve thousands of seniors every year in the community, and we have opportunities in all different areas. Right now during Medicare open enrollment season, in fact, we have a host of Medicare benefits volunteers who are specially trained way ahead of time, and they actually meet with clients and help them navigate the Medicare Part D enrollment process.
Well, there you go. And that's a service I know some people would love to hear about and know that it exists.
Yes.
So we'll be putting the number up for Senior Services so you can call and find out more about either becoming a benefits counselor or receiving the counseling Medicare, and which can be just anything I think to do with healthcare can be mind-boggling to the layman. So it's nice to know that that service is available and you're not paying through the nose to get the help.
Well, and at Senior Services, our Medicare benefits counseling is always free.
There you go.
So yeah, so we depend heavily on the volunteers there. We have volunteers who go into nursing homes and assisted living facilities through our Senior Advocate Ombudsman program. They again are carefully screened and trained, and they go in to look out for the rights of seniors. They advocate on behalf of the seniors, on behalf of their families, and it's a wonderful, wonderful program. We have volunteers that deliver liquid nutrition all around the region, and that's Ensure for seniors who are homebound, not getting the proper nutrition. Many of them are home delivered meals clients, but they need some more supplements, or they're on special diets and need that extra nutrition. We have military volunteers who come out every year to do that. They also come out and deliver pet food, and we couldn't do that without our military volunteers. It's amazing. Seniors who receive home-delivered meals and who have pets also need food for their pets. So through a grant with the Banfield Corporation and a partnership with the Virginia Beach SPCA, they receive pet food for their seniors, and it's home-delivered pet food, which is really, really cool.
Great.
We have a wonderful senior companion program. That is a program that is specifically for senior volunteers 55 plus. We have volunteers who are in all of the cities. We have a very strong volunteer corps in Norfolk. In fact, at the moment when I asked, do we need volunteers in Norfolk, I was told not at the moment. You can call and get on a waiting list. However, what our volunteer coordinator in that program said is if there are seniors in the community who are looking for some companionship, some assistance in the home. It's usually people who are not necessarily homebound but have trouble getting out by themselves, are a little bit frail. They can call our agency, ask to speak to a resource specialist, and tell them they're interested in learning more about having a senior companion volunteer come into their home and help. And that's a lovely, lovely program. And those volunteers are stipended volunteers. They're usually seniors who are on Social Security and are living on a fixed income, and it gives them a little bit of a boost to their income without hurting the benefits, and that is a federally funded program.
Okay, so a little boost for their income, but I'm sure it makes them a boost to their overall sense of well-being. I guess that really does
It benefits
That
both
benefits
parties.
both parties,
It
doesn't
does,
it?
absolutely. Our senior companion volunteers are absolutely wonderful. I think we have about 70 to 80 of them now, and they are just, they're super. They're absolutely wonderful.
Wow.
And that program, you know, keeps growing and growing. We actually could use some administrative support in the way of possibly a volunteer to help that coordinator, because there's a lot of paperwork involved there. Those volunteers are very carefully screened, and before we can send them into seniors' homes. So we do criminal background checks and the like. But it's as you would want. If you were a volunteer, you'd want to know, or if you were a receiver, you'd want to know that whoever's going is someone that's going to be safe going to the home of a senior.
On the website for Senior Services of Southeastern Virginia, there is a video of one of the senior companions, and she talks about what she did before she retired, and discovering this program and what it has meant to her, as well as to the person. I think she was there with another woman too,
Yeah.
who talked about it, and she just tells it like it is, and it's really quite refreshing to listen to her talk about the joy it brings her, as well as that feeling of really being doing something good.
Absolutely.
And accomplishing something every day, and being able to help somebody that otherwise might not be able to be helped.
Absolutely, and there's some older, frail seniors who are very isolated. They might be able to get around, go out to lunch. They may just be lonely during the day. So we have senior companions who help them with their light housework. They'll take them out to lunch. They'll sit there and cut coupons with them. We had one volunteer that I actually went in to. We actually featured our senior companions on our annual report last year. We went in, and that's the highlight of their weekend, and the client loves it, and the volunteer gets such satisfaction to be able to bring them some happiness and some companionship. But we also have corporate volunteers out in the community who do even larger things. We have corporate volunteers who host holiday parties at our senior centers. We have volunteers, civic groups, the Rotary clubs, who go out and they'll go out on a day and fix up someone's home, you know, where they need yard work or the house needs to be painted. Wow. So it's amazing. So whether you're, you know, an individual, a civic group, corporate partners, you know, look to us, because we've got some wonderful, wonderful opportunities.
Thank you, Debbie. You couldn't have said it better than anybody else. I mean, you've really filled, I think, people with a lot of ideas. So give them a call, and thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
And thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next time. Bye.